Hi everyone, and welcome to day 6 of our September strength series. As I said, we are revisiting some of the exercises we did in the first 4 workouts of the month, with the idea of, if we're feeling comfortable with those movements, perhaps taking up a level and going for a slightly harder variation. If not, stick with the same variation. Sometimes it can take a little bit of practice over a few months to move up to that harder variation. Remember, the harder variation can be adding weights, adding repetitions, adding sets, or just going slower and adding pauses. Okay, so let's look at 2 exercises again today. The second day we did single leg deadlifts, so a really good exercise for your hamstrings, your glutes, and then we looked at the push-up. Okay, so let's just get ready a little bit. So just nice and light in your toes, shaking off your hands. Okay, I like to jump straight into a little bit of movement before anything, just because it gets the blood flowing, and having good blood flow is going to help you and your muscles activate while we're doing these strength exercises. Okay, so just nice and light in your toes. Give me 10 more seconds. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Just kind of check how you're feeling, and then we'll just do a little bit of quick mobility. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, just to prepare the hamstrings, feet shoulder width apart, knees soft, hands on your chest, brace your core, and 6 times let's push the hips behind us and come up. 1, knees soft, push. 2, and again. 3, and again. 4, okay, you should feel a bit of a stretch in the hamstrings. Push your hips behind you. 5, one more. 6. Okay, take a step back, and now to warm up my arms, my upper body, I'm going to touch my toes and walk out to a plank 4 times. Okay, touch the toes, out to a plank, pause, and back up to standing. 1, 2, 3, and last one. 4. Okay, bouncing on the spot. Okay, nice and light on your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so let me just quickly revisit this exercise. So the single leg deadlift, the easier variation that we started with the kickstand. So your feet are together, your knees are soft. You take a small step behind you with your right foot. Your back heel is lifted. Again, make sure the knees are slightly bent. And then from there, it was pushing the hips behind you. So we're working the hamstrings on the front leg. We then moved on to a harder variation, which was the weight goes behind you like this, and then you come up. And then to add a bit more stability, we also added a high knee and a press to the ceiling. Okay, and that can be all of those can be done with or without weights. What I want to do today, I'm going to hold a small weight in my right hand. My right leg is going to go behind me, and I'm going to use a pause to make it harder. So obviously you can add weight if you have it available, if you feel comfortable, but we're going to try and go slowly down, and we're going to do a 3-second pause at the bottom of the movement. And this just means you have more time under tension. So every repetition, you're going to work the muscle more. So this is a really good way of making things harder. So let's try and go for that variation today. Okay, so feet together, knees soft, okay, holding the object or the weight in my right hand. And I'm going to very slowly send my right leg behind me. Keep your core working, keep your back flat, and keep the weight very close to your left leg. Once you're at the bottom, pause. 1, 2, 3. Feet together. And again, we're going to do 8 reps. Okay, left knee is nice and soft. Push your butt behind you. Keep the weight close to your leg. 2, 3, and up. Okay, let's do 6 more. That's 3. Okay, push back and pause. 3. That's 4. Okay, and again, push. 5. I'm going to do 3 more in this leg. 3-second pause. 6. Here come the last 2. 7. Should really feel that in the hamstring at the bottom of the movement while you pause. And 8. Really good. Okay, push the weight into the left hand. Okay, feet together, knees soft, and now I'm going to keep my right knee bent as I send my left leg behind me. Remember, brace your core, keep a nice neutral spine, send that foot behind you, pause at the limit of your range of motion. 2, 3, 1. 2. 3. 3 seconds at the bottom. 4. If that's too hard, you can come straight back up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Really good. Okay, weight down, bouncing on the spot. So that's really challenging the hamstring. You're kind of isolating the hamstring on each leg and your stability. Okay, so make sure you kind of work the core enough that you can stabilize yourself at the bottom of the movement. Okay, let's go to the push-up now. So what we did is we did negative push-ups. Let me show you the 3 variations. Okay, the beginner, kind of the starter push-up, is staying on your knees. Okay, shoulders down, elbows go behind you at a 45-degree angle. Again, you need to brace your core, and it's 3 seconds down and up. Okay, so push-ups on your knees. The step up from that is to lift your knees for the lowering part. 1, 2, 3, and then put your knees on the floor and come back up on your knees. Okay, so down with no knees, up with knees. And then the final version is being able to maintain the strong plank position, and it's slowly down and up without the knees. I think we did 6 repetitions last time, so we're going to try and aim for 8 repetitions. Okay, so maybe use the same variation you went for last time. This is a hard exercise. I want you to feel comfortable, or if you're feeling comfortable already with this, then maybe step up to the harder variation. But remember, 3 seconds down, 1 second up. We're aiming for 8, but feel free to do a few less if that's too difficult, okay? And if you start with the harder version, you can always switch to the knees on the floor halfway through the set. Okay, so I think for this first one, I'm feeling fresh. I'm going to go for the full push-ups. Okay, so brace the core, shoulders down, knees off the floor, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. There you go. That was just about my limit. Okay, bouncing on the spot, shaking off the arms. Okay, so kind of how did you feel that first round? Okay, if the 3-second pauses in the deadlifts were too difficult, do it without the pause. Okay, if the push-ups were too hard, keep your knees on the floor and maybe take off a few repetitions. Okay, you've got to feel comfortable with the repetitions. You don't want to sacrifice form. All right, feet together, weight in the right hand, knees soft, brace the core and push your butt behind you with your right leg. Keep the weight close to your left shin. Pause. 1, 2, 3, feet together. 1, 2. Okay, you can go with me or in your own time. 3. Okay, really feel the hamstring at the bottom. 4, it's really important that you keep your core tensed. 5, you can put your hand on your stomach if you want. 6, or you can put your left arm out to the side. 7, slowly. 8, really good. Okay, weight to your left hand, feet together. Remember, you want to have a slight bend in your knee the whole way through, and slowly send that left foot behind you. Hinge forward. 1, 2, add that pause. 3, 4, 5, 3-second pause. 6, 2 more. 7, 8. Amazing. Okay, weight down. Let's go for the push-ups. Okay, I'm going to go for the middle variation now. Down without my knees and up on my knees. 8 reps again. Okay, so find the plank. Okay, so brace your core, shoulders down, elbows behind you, feet back, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, up on my knees. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 8. Amazing. Okay, up. Nice and light in your toes. Try and get that strength back. Get the blood back into the muscles. We're going to do one more set. Okay. Again, if you just have access to a small weight and you don't have kind of a well-equipped gym where you can get heavier and heavier weights, which is probably the simplest way of making things harder, remember that pause, remember going slowly, remember adding repetitions, and you can always add more. So you can always pause for longer, you can go even slower, and you can do more repetitions. Okay, so heavier weights aren't the only way of getting stronger. Okay, last set. Feet together, knees soft, weight is in my right hand, and left knee slightly bent as I send my right leg behind me. Hinge forward, keeping my chest up, and 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Really gripping the floor with your left foot. 2, 3, 3. Here we go. Hamstrings are working. 4, 5, and do 3 more. 6, remember that pause. 7, only go as far as you can, keeping a flat back. 8, okay? So don't go so far forward that you kind of lose position in your back. Okay, weight in your left hand, knees soft. Slowly send that left leg behind you. You can have your right arm out if you want to help with your balance. 1, I like to have it on my stomach to feel my core working the whole way through the movement. 2, 3, 4. Okay, hamstring health really important for avoiding injury, making sure they're as strong as possible. 5, very common area to injure. 6, 2 more. 7, 8. Amazing. Okay, 3 good sets of single leg deadlifts there to really work on the hamstrings and the glutes. Okay, push-ups, last ones. I'm going to go for the same variation as the last round. Down without my knees, up on my knees. Okay, so find your position, shoulders down, elbows behind you, brace the core, step back, and 1, 2, 3, up on the knees. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, feel free to take off some repetitions if you need to. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 more. 7, 8. Woo! Good job. Okay, up, cool down, get your breath back, relax your shoulders, your arms, nice and light in your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, well done everyone. Hopefully you're staying consistent with your movement outside of these workouts. We've got 2 more this coming week for the September series. And if you've been staying consistent with this, you did the August challenge, you're going to be in quite a good position to start the October challenge. Okay, we might have started the October one, or the August one, with having done no movement, coming from a very sedentary kind of background, but now you've been a bit more active. It'll be very interesting to see how you handle the next October challenge, and you're probably going to go for more steps when you're walking, more workouts every day, and maybe try and find your own workouts on top of that. Okay, well done. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you for the next workout.